Alright, example 1, given the area of the rectangle below, what is the length of the longest side? So here's my two sides, and I know that the area is 12 feet. I'm going to go ahead and multiply these two sides. Step 1 is to write an equation that represents the situation. So the area is going to be represented by length times width, 3x, times x minus 3 is equal to 12. And I can actually distribute this one in. Now I have 3x squared minus 9 is equal to 12. And there's step 1. Write an equation to represent the situation. So the area is equal to 12. The area is represented by this expression, 3x squared minus 9x. Step 2, we write the equation into standard form and set equal to 0. So here's standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Basically, I need to move this 12 to the other side, so it'll look like this. So right now, I have 3x squared minus 9x is equal to 12. I can go ahead and subtract 12 on both sides. This cancels out, and I have 3x squared minus 9x minus 12 is equal to 0. And that is my standard form, equal to 0. Step 3. Solve using any method, factoring, quadratic formula, completing the square. So this one, let's solve it. So I have 3x squared minus 9x minus 12 equals 0. You guys can use the quadratic, you guys can use the x puzzle. Completing the square would be challenging, but also possible. So for this one, I think I can do the x puzzle. I'm going to factor out everything by 3. So that's 3 in the front, x squared minus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. So I can divide both sides by 3. And I have x squared minus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. Do the x puzzle, negative 4 on top, negative 3 on the bottom. My left and right is going to be negative 4 and positive 1. I have x minus 4, x plus 1 equals 0. Using the zero product property, I have x minus 4 is equal to 0, x is equal to 4, x plus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to negative 1. So I have two answers right now. This and this. Alright, step 4. Reason between the two answers. So I have two answers. I have x is equal to 4. I have x is equal to negative 1. So if I have x is equal to negative 1 and I put it into my side length, it has 3 times negative 1. That means I'm going to have negative 3 feet. In science and in real life, you cannot have negative measurements. So that means that my logical answer will be x is equal to 4. So x is equal to 4. Measurements cannot be negative. Measurements cannot be negative. Step 5, substitute your logical answer in for the variable for both lengths. So the first length is 3x, the second length is x minus 3. I'm going to substitute in my logical answer of x equals 4 into both. 3 parentheses 4. And this one will be 4 minus 3. And this will give me 12, and this will give me 1. Alright, answer in complete sentence. Let's go back to our question. What is the length of the longest side? So this longest side, I have two sides. I have the side 12 and I have the side 12. The longest side, the longest length is 12 feet. And there's my first example.